the way here, we were talking about fighting each other.
What kind of fighting? Like WWE?
Like a physical, like, street fight.
Like WWE.
That's not like
No,
WWE.
That's what I think of,
rules
like.
in WWE.
That's not.
baby.
There's.
Oh, you mean no rules?
Like
Like street fighting.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
I know you fucked my boyfriend, bitch. Type of fighting.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
So,
What, bitch?
if we were all to, like, individually fight each other, like, I fight Kelcey, I fight you, then you guys fight, who is winning? Who do you think is winning? Well, ask you first, because we already kind of talked about it a bit, but...
Oh, God. Something tells me I didn't win any of the ones.
Wow.
So, go, like, me versus you, and then you versus Kelcey, like...
I don't know.
Be honest.
Are we just talking like, just like no, obviously no weapons.
No
weapons,
weapons,
no.
just your bare
Well, you
hands.
said no rules, so.
Bare
Yeah.
hands, no weapons, that's too much.
Pulls out the pepper spray.
Can you
Bitch.
imagine?
Bitch. Trauma. Trauma.
Oh,
No, that was
I
too soon,
forgot, I
too
forgot.
soon.
I was over here laughing and I forgot.
I did too.
Okay, well, I feel like if I said like to one of you, it'd be to both. Then if I would win against both of you, or I would lose to both of you. You know what I mean?
Okay, just choose
Say
one.
it then. What's
Choose
the tea,
one.
bitch?
I think I could win. I don't know. I'm not like.
You don't sound very confident.
Like,
Well, I'm not like. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I'd beat your fucking asses. Like,
why not?
I would beat your fucking ass. I know
It's
that.
just hard-
Damn.
Yeah, I said the same thing. I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat you, and I'm not gonna play fair. I'm gonna play dirty. I'm gonna scratch. I'm gonna bite.
oh, she is. Yeah, she's a biter.
That's it. Because if I'm
Kelsey
gonna,
is you
Yeah.
do play dirty.
Kelsey would do it dirty.
yeah, 100%. That's the only way I'll win. I think against you. I feel like, obviously you're a man, so
That
you're
was the
going
That's
to
the
be
thing.
strong.
Because I was like, I'd fuck Matthew up, and then I was like, he
Wait
is
a
also
minute.
a man.
Like I literally forgot about that. So the only way that I think I can win against you is getting
those- yeah.
dirty. Like, you know, I be fighting my man, I be beating him up. So I'm like, I think I can beat you up, and then I think I can beat you up too. But I also know that you could beat me up too. So then I was like, if we jumped you, we beat you up.
You mean you two?
We never talked about that. Jump.
I said we jumped. Didn't I say that? Well, I'm thinking it now. If I jumped you with Aiesha, I beat you
Well,
up.
yeah, two against
sure.
one. Like
I don't know.
wouldn't-
Maybe you could do it. But
I would try my hardest, but
if
I don't
anyone
think.
jumped anyone here, we would be done. Like if you guys
Oh,
jumped
if,
me,
yeah.
it'd be over.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And if we jumped you, it'd be done. Real done.
Okay, this is me. So, obviously, I was like, I could fuck up Matthew, but you are a man. And sometimes you be surprising me with your strength. Like, you are this lanky man, but...
What it is for me is because he be screaming. The other day we were starting to shoot our podcast episode, and he thought he heard something at the window, and the way this man jumped.
I didn't
and
scream though.
No, it was just how you
Yeah,
jumped.
I didn't scream.
Did you do like a whale?
I don't think
No,
he screamed.
I'd be like maybe like that, but I'm not like screaming.
You have this, like, eerie scream, though.
Yes,
And it's
I've
like...
heard it. So I'm like,
You've
when
heard it.
did he scream?
You be doing it. Not often.
Oh,
But
well,
you have this
like a higher
eerie-
pitched one.
Kind of, yeah.
I'm not gonna do it, but yeah.
No, but that's just what I associate. So I'm like, we're gonna beat him up. But then I'm like,
No, because you know what
wait.
that's giving? It's giving like the fucking kids would be like, if you bite me, I'm gonna scream. It's like,
No.
I hate those
yo,
bitches.
literally.
Yeah, so I was like, hey, I'd fight Matthew, and I'm like, obviously, I'm gonna just kick you in the... And I'm gonna get you on your knees.
Yeah,
And after
I
that,
would be careful.
and then I'd hold you by your hair. Boop, 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 boop.
Bow, 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 bow.
It's that booty me. Hey.
And then for Kelcey, like, it would really just depend on the day,
Yeah.
on the time. Am I on my period? Did I just finish? You know, have I been going to the gym during that time?
If you're going to the gym, I think you could do some damage.
I think,
I'm gonna be honest. You were talking about hair pulling. Like, you got braids right now, girl. Be careful.
Like, out the scalp. Scalped.
bitch.
Bald
And
spots.
you still have hair too.
Yeah, but the braids, when you pull a tug of braid,
Oh, if I
you're
kick
most likely
you,
to be
Well,
slow.
there's just more of it too.
if I kick you in the balls, you think you're gonna be able to focus to
no.
find my hair?
If.
Isn't that supposed to be the most excruciating pain in the world?
Well, yes.
Anyways.
Yeah, but I don't know
What
how
a fucking
we.
like.
I don't
y'all
know
just
how
driving me like,
we
what if you-
came about this conversation.
Aisha brought it up.
I think
because
it
you
was
know
me.
Aisha just be asking those
I was
questions.
like,
Yeah,
if we
yeah.
fought Matthew, who would win? Or like, if we were just one on one with each other, who would win?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I don't know what I would do in a fight. I've never been in like
That's the thing.
a physical fight.
No.
before. I always think things. I'm like, ooh,
I would do this.
I was in this fight. I beat that bitch.
Yeah.
And then I'm like,
No,
What
because
is-
I've learned just from fighting my man that sometimes I'd be closing my eyes and like you can't do that when you fight.
No.
And I'm like, I feel like when you're thinking about exchanging blows, it's actually really scary.
Well-
like, oh my god, it's actually really scary.
really scary.
Like, oh, I don't know. I mean,
No, and especially when you were talking about like getting dirty and shit like that. Like if somebody plays dirty, like I'm just thinking like I think about the little details like ripping my earring out or something. Like
Oh
I
my
now have a fucking
gosh.
hole in my
I'm
ear.
beating your ass.
like,
You're worried about ripping earrings?
No,
For
but just,
real?
just those little things of like I don't know, biting my fucking ear off or whatever. Like these little, I'm like, ugh, I don't like thinking of the logistics of fighting and like what I'd be left with. Let alone like black eye, whatever. It's
That's
like,
what you're thinking about, ripping your earring, Matthew.
part
Yo,
of
it
it.
is
the fact that
Yeah.
In a fight, and you're worried about
Well,
ripping
also
your
like
earring.
having chunks of my hair ripped out, whatever, like all those things, like what you'd be.
That's
left
what you're
with.
worried about.
you're scrapping. Of course, you're gonna have some.
Look, hey,
Yeah.
like, let me paint it for you. Let's say you're fighting someone you despise, and they did you fucking dirty, and they're like ready to square up. You're thinking about chunks of your hair and your earrings.
No, but I'm just like it's not worth it for me.
I'm like, I'm gonna
Well,
come out of
duh.
there with any scars that I need to come out with, as long as I beat your ass. Like, that's all that
Listen.
matters.
Yeah, I don't have that
Because
outlook.
you
I don't know.
you should check out the other guy. That's what it's giving. Like,
Yeah.
Exactly. Strange. That's how
Nah,
I
nah,
know.
because that's why I'm telling
No,
we will
that
beat you
settles
out.
it.
We will
That
beat
settles
you
it. That settles it.
Oh
That
my
answer in
God.
itself just settled it. My gosh.
No, because I'd be.
Matthew would be
Yeah,
over
because
here.
what you're supposed to
Have
do
you
is
seen
Yeah.
my
get the earrings.
backing? Have you seen my
His stud. He doesn't even have hoops.
Yeah, no.
He's got a stud.
little piece of hair is missing? You're gonna hear from my hairdresser about this.
Bitch, I'm going to Turkey. Yeah, you're paying for it.
Not turkey.
Who's paying for what in a fight? You wish. Yeah, well, because
My daddy's gonna hear about
The
this.
least you could do is pay for my implants in Turkey.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be like, oh yeah.
Right, for sure. You know
Let
what?
me just. I could never picture Matthew in a fight. Period. Anyway, so it doesn't matter. Would you
I feel
ever?
like-
Would you ever fight someone? Like if you had to?
I feel like I'd be that person like, I get somebody else to do it. I'd be like, I'm gonna get people and fuck you up.
That's
get
what
them
I,
to fuck you up.
I'm like, I'm not
So I'm
gonna
like, I'm not-
handle it
yeah.
myself.
Why am I gonna?
But
I'm
then,
gonna sit pretty at home and be like, you get the job done.
I feel like realistically,
Yeah.
I wouldn't too. But who? I don't know who I would call.
Now, see, here's another thing though. If like one of us asked the other two, like, this person did me wrong, like we're gonna go run him up.
Oh, I'm squaring up.
we're jumping.
I'm squaring up.
What are you saying? Oh God, for?
No,
So we
like-
know we can't call him.
No,
'cause he's an off.
it's oh god, as like
100%.
I would too, but like oh my god, if that day
Listen,
comes.
Kate, I'm gonna be so honest with you. I'm not calling you. If I need backup, I'm not calling you.
No,
I'm
'cause-
calling Kelcey. I'm calling Chantel, and I'm calling like Celestina, and we're going in. We're getting our ski mask, and I know we already know what we have to do.
Listen,
We already know what we
you
have
don't
to
even
do.
want like a hint of a male presence.
No.
no,
don't
because then
even-
it gets a little messy. If
Right?
I'm fighting a girl, I'm,
Yeah,
you
okay,
know,
well, that's-
I'm already
I-
jumping.
if
If
you're
you're
fighting a
adding
girl,
man to
yeah,
it,
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's
No.
different.
Okay, you obviously I'm talking about a girl.
I think women can fight anyone they like.
Yes, they can. I will not be fighting no man.
Yeah, no.
Would you?
If I had to.
But see, you know what? That's the thing for me though, is like being, like I'm not trying to fight a straight man. Ugh.
I don't know. You
No, gay niggas get down.
I
You
know.
No, they fight dirty.
I know. Have you seen
dirty.
wait, isn't there the whole thing in like the Philippines going on or whatever?
What?
What?
No, I just had a cherry blossom flashback. I was like, I swear to God, if I'm recording this wrong. Okay, no, I've seen on the anyways PSA for the cherry blossom thing. We have like the most abundance. Not that we only have it here. Next, there's somewhere in Asia, bitch, where like gay people are fighting trans people. Like there's a whole like LGBT war going on or something. Like, yeah. They're like, I don't know if it's gay versus LGBT or like if it's like the gays versus the streets or something, but I've seen like I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in the Philippines, like there's something going on and they,
that kind of sounds like something that would happen in Thailand.
I was thinking, like, I would imagine Thailand because of lady boys and like.
I always see the TikToks like,
yeah,
those are the lady boys, and that's just like what they refer to them in Thailand. So I feel like maybe that's something that could happen there. I don't know, but
yeah, because now I'm curious. But like that is so crazy. Like we all have a letter in the LGBTQ. Like why are we all fighting?
Like why are we fighting each other? Like physically fighting each other?
Huge transsexual prostitute. I think that's the acceptable term. I don't know. Sex worker. Sex worker. Brawl sees hundred strong ladyboy mob fighting in Bangkok turf war with escorts clambering over each other to tear off rivals' clothes and throw punches. Yeah, so there's trans sex workers from the Philippines and Thai. So yeah, it's Philippines versus Thai. That's like what it is.
War.
I literally knew it. I was like, this just sounds like something that would happen in Thailand. Crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah, it was in the city's red light district.
Wow.
Yeah, so the gays are fighting.
You wouldn't get in on that if you needed to?
If one of my girls was, needed something, yeah, I would. I'd fuck a bitch up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fuck you.
I don't know if I'd fight a man. What was that?
It was the face for me.
I don't know if I would fight a man.
You know what?
I think Kelcey would.
They get Have you've seen videos?
I know
of they're in an argument and the girl swings and the guy just goes.
Oh, the guy takes that as like, well.
This girl, New York, surprise, and she was like, guys, I literally like just got punched in the face by this guy, and she was like, was like in so much shock, and she like kind of laughed because it's like trauma,
yeah,
and she was like, I'm literally walking out of nowhere, he punches me in the face so hard, it hurts so bad, and there was like a goose egg on her head while she's like walking, and she's like, I don't even know what happened, like it hurts so much.
So fucked up.
And people are like, girl, go to the hospital or something because you might have a concussion, who knows, but like and apparently it's been a thing, like you've probably seen, like there was another few
I've seen
videos on where people were saying like, and recently where men were just hitting women in New York,
that's crazy,
and like other places, just like sucker punching.
That's so scary.
So that is really scary. Like, actually, the thought of fighting a man, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
no,
but like, I feel like if I'm going to be in a space where I'm fighting a man, that man's gonna be around me anyways. So, because like, I don't know, I don't really leave the house. I mean, I go out with my friends, I guess, and there's a bunch of girlfriends, so like we're all jumping. And then also if I also go out, it's with my man, so I'm the one doing the jumping, he's doing the fighting.
Have you ever like asked like obviously we make those stupid little scenarios like, if we were out and someone smacked my ass, what would you do?
Oh my
and you
God.
Just sit there and he's like, I don't know, I guess I would talk to him and I would see.
No, because
he's like, I guess I would talk to him and see like what the problem was, or like I would tell him off, and if it was escalating to that point, then I would fuck him up.
See, now I asked these things to something similar kind of happened to me when we went out for New Year's with him and a few of his friends, and some guy just kept bumping me, and he was really tall, so he was just getting close, and I feel like he was trying to get close to like he was giving a little bit, but like but not like overtly, but like I don't know, you just had to have been there to be able to like you're like and he kept like coming really close, and he was hitting me, and then he hit me with he like elbowed me in the face, and I was like and had said to him like, hey, relax, like a few times, and then he had gone closer, elbowed me in the face, and then he had to like kind of push him and be like, yo, like what the hell, and then he obviously kind of fucked off a little bit, but then I was like, you should have beat him up,
right? Like,
and he was like, well, I mean, I pushed him, and I told him like to like he was like stern, and he was like telling him to like fuck off basically, but then after like that thing that happened at Starbucks where that guy in Vancouver,
yes,
someone got murdered literally in broad daylight at Starbucks
because he was with his son or whatever, remember, like, and he was telling him like not to smoke a cigarette or whatever here in front of the kids. Literally killed him.
The wife was like coming up from work, like she was really close to Starbucks downtown. It's
right by right on Granville.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And he literally just like stabbed him.
Yeah.
Multiple times in front of everyone, like
in front of the kid.
Had to call the police, and it was insane. So that happened, and was like, no,
it's not worth it. It's not fucking worth it.
Like
especially
people are
now,
crazy. Like literally, someone's getting stabbed because they ask you not to like smoke in front of my kid in the public space by Starbucks, like on the patio. So I'm like, okay, when you put it like that,
then it's different.
It's
but
true.
something about like me watching you like fight someone because they
yeah,
dislike
you'd like
me,
that, wouldn't you?
I'd just be like,
Yeah. There's just too many variables.
But then
It's not
also,
worth
I
it.
also think like, okay, like what if he lost?
Like,
Then
I'm jumping. What the
I
hell?
would get
Yeah.
the fucking ick, bitch.
No, if they're fighting or something, and if he's losing, I'm getting in.
Put me
Because
in,
we're not
coach.
going to be embarrassed together.
Depends how big that man is.
See, no, me, I'm fighting you too. I'm a ride for you. Because if you're fighting someone for me and you're getting beat up,
Okay, fair enough. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
I'm getting
Fair
in.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
We'll leave beat up together. It is what it is. But like, at least I
Aiesha,
can.
No.
this guy bumped into me and we tried to fight him and he fucked us up. We need you to pick us up.
Literally, like, these with these.
Oh my gosh.
Well.
Let's
Let's get into
was
the.
a good conversation. Also, we're in a new space.
Yes.
Yes.
I guess we never even talked about
No,
we
we did
didn't.
not.
This is,
For those that are watching.
I guess this is our, like, official space, right?
For now, yeah.
It may change over time,
Yeah.
but I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's super cute,
Looks
super
cute.
cozy.
We got some cute little prints and the couch and everything is lovely. We got some faux plants, some candles. There's ambiance. There's lights.
Yes.
Like it feels. It's what we wanted, and that's kind of what we envisioned for our space. We wanted that cozy, like enjoy. We can talk and just feel like comfortable, as opposed to like studio setup or you know. And yeah, I think we did pretty good.
Yeah,
Yes.
I like it. It's cute. So if you're listening and you're not watching, then maybe you should watch so you could see exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah. YouTube.com/talking to talk pod. Bitch.
Period. So for today, I'm excited for this topic.
I am
know
fucking ready because
I
something
know it's
already
gonna be
fucking
funny.
happened to me on my way here.
Ooh.
Bitch.
I have a feeling like we might have like
Similar
Oh,
things.
for
I
sure.
feel
Have the same
we probably
things.
will.
Yes.
But today we're going to talk about things that piss us off. The Lord knows there's a lot of that.
Listen.
Because people in this world are trifling and annoying. So it's inevitable. But who would like to start?
Well,
I had my
Matthew-
thing happen.
Yeah.
All right,
so-
go, Matthew. You go ahead.
In general, people who can't fucking drive, just
this is on my
there's there's a lot around driving in general. Literally on my way here, there's I think we took the same route, but you know on the highway, when you like either have to go on the bridge to Surrey or you go like on the 2 lanes to the side to like Coquitlam or whatever. And there's those 2 lanes that take you to Coquitlam area. But then those 2, if you continue to go straight, they merge into 1.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So around there,
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
I was in the left lane, the lane that was going to be merged into. And there was 2 cars. And one is going, and I let that one in, right? When you merge, it's called
Zipper.
a zipper.
Dude, the zipper
bitch.
gets me every
A
time.
fucking zipper. When a bitch doesn't know how to fucking zipper. So there's this fucking Mazda 3 license plate PS5 something. I don't know. I have
not getting
pictures.
doxxed.
No, I'm like
The license plate, Matthew, is
Whoa.
crazy.
Alrighty.
in Vancouver. To be fair, in Vancouver you can't do anything with the license plate number. It's not like the States, because in the States you can actually I don't know, but you can't find
Is
anything in
that
Vancouver.
so?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, like you
Like
can't
if you
find.
were to like complain, go to 911, blah, 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 or like do
Well,
something.
they could
like-
look something up, but like you can't. Like you can't get information off of that.
Okay.
But anyways, yeah, I had a personal fucking vendetta because fuck that bitch. So I let the one person in. Tell me why this man literally right next to me is still driving right next to me. It is merged. And he's like now basically half over the line. He keeps going and gets fucking closer to me. And literally I have to end up like stopping.
You stopped?
I know, and I shouldn't have.
You should have not
said,
have.
not
But
today.
I went so far. Like I could have like let go a lot further, but we went fucking far. Like he was almost like
off,
yeah.
basically.
But this fucking bitch, yeah. And I'm like honking at him, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna follow you now and make you feel like you know, not that I'm like talking about fighting and everything. Like I'm just gonna get that essence of like I'm fucking following you, so I fucking follow him, and I'm like, luckily, like for the most of the navigation, it's
was
the same place.
direction.
Yeah.
And I'm like, please turn left here, please turn left here. He turns his sticker, I go ding, we're turning left here too.
Make you
And then-
nervous.
Literally, and then he goes into a different lane. I go into that lane. He swerves into the other lane. I go into that lane. I'm like, bitch, I'm following you.
You're
I'm
petty.
And you know what? Even though like he split off at a certain point, I don't know if he left because you know he wanted to like dip or whatever or take a different route. But I was, you know what? During that time, I hope you were fucking scared, bitch. Don't fucking cross me. So people who don't know how to fucking merge. And on a side note of that, do you know when like Gallardi, the exit, like when you're coming from Surrey? And you're going to, like, let's say you want to go kind of towards the Burnaby area.
Oh, yeah.
And you know how, like, you have to, like, there's that lane, like, when you're coming from Surrey, right, you take that kind of, like, round thing or whatever, and then that becomes its own lane that a lot of people from the Vancouver side love to kind of get in, right?
Yes, that's
That's not it for me. That's part of it. Like,
Okay.
people love to just get in there. But it's when you are doing that, and then you want to take that right go towards like, you know, up Caribou Hill, right? Okay. So you want to take that right. That turn, there's a full lane for you. Like there's a full lane that you can then merge into the traffic that like would be oncoming turning left, if that makes sense. But people think it's just a full yield. You have to stop right there, right at the crosswalk. That fucking pisses me off. So I'm petty. If somebody's there, I will literally go around them on like over the line and be like, this is how you're supposed to do it, by the way.
Can I say something though?
With caution, bitch.
Fucking Tesla drivers piss me off.
Tesla drivers
you are included.
Yeah.
Tesla drivers?
Yeah.
There's something with Tesla drivers that
They're
just...
a little kooky, man.
Sometimes they just be doing... I don't know.
Yeah. No,
Tesla drivers or something.
There's a
something
stigma
else.
and it's true.
You guys think you own the road sometimes. You think you're better than everyone else.
It's true.
I don't personally align
and
with
that. What
but
you just said, that I will
road.
go all the around. Like, that is...
Yeah, because it's like you're not following the fucking road.
I understand why you do that, though. But...
And it's not like I'm doing it necessarily towards
said,
that person to like if I'm gonna swerve, like I'm not gonna be the person to swerve back in the lane too quick to where it's kind of like a fuck you. More just like I'm going around you, like I'm moving because you're staying here. I'm moving around.
I've been in your car sometimes. Sometimes you be
when they're fucking idiots.
No, but yeah, Teslas, the way that they just
I don't know where my phone is. Oh, it's right here. Just kidding. Sorry.
Because they rev up so fast and then they just and it's a little bit too much. Like
you ain't have to do all that.
Y'all, let's relax.
Come on.
It's not that serious.
I just the zipper really gets me because it's like, why am I gonna let two people in? You fuckers know it's
the zipper, like,
get with the fucking
everyone
program.
should know how to do that. Like, common sense says
fucking pisses me
one
off.
after the other. It's not that fucking hard.
Literally. And
if we did that, then like traffic and stopping and stuff, it would just go so much smoother.
World peace, truly.
It really would be. My number one. Oh my gosh. My father is the reason why I hate this. Hate with your mother says do not say hate, but I hate it when people cut me or other people off while they're talking. Oh my god, I'm like getting angry just thinking about it.
I know and like I get really angry when it happens, but I also do it to other people because of ADHD. Like when you think of it, you have to say it or else it's gone.
Yeah.
But I know because when it happens to me, I'm like, can you like now I've forgotten because then you also cut me off and I forget what I'm talking about too. Yeah. Oh yeah. And it's just rude.
Yeah.
I think even like when other people do it, like if you do it once, okay, and then like you do it again, I'm like, okay. And then again, I'm like, okay, now I feel like you're just doing it on purpose. But with my dad, he specifically, he will do it when he drinks. My dad is a little bit drunk.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my gosh.
He'd be talking, so then and you're like,
we'll be talking, having a normal conversation, and kind of like what you said, he'll think of something, and then it's almost
I can already
like
hear how he says it. Got a little bit of yelling too. Yeah.
And then he'll just start getting louder, and it's like, if I talk louder than you, then you're just gonna stop talking and I'm gonna take it. We're talking about this. Oh yeah, and then actually the other day we were actually going downtown, and you're looking at him, and then he'll stop, and then actually that's not what happened. That's another thing. He'll do it when you're trying to explain a story and he was there, and he'll talk louder to try and explain what he's saying, but it'll be completely wrong.
Yeah.
Like, does he dramatize it?
Yes, he'll add extras, or like it's like there's, for example, there's this story where my parents went rollerblading or something like that, and my mom fell and she like slid down the hill and like skinned half of her leg.
Ouch.
So she'll always start telling people the story, and he'll be like,
God.
actually, that's not what happened.
Oh my
so basically what
gosh.
happened is she
my
just was
God.
losing control. And then my mom's like, no, that's not. And then he's just, actually, yeah, no. So she was losing control. And then I had to yell at her, slow down. But then she wasn't
He's
slowing
a
down.
hero.
And by that time, I just saw her sliding on the pavement. And I just knew it was not going to end good.
you're
And then
like,
we're all sitting there. My
Did that
mom's
happen
like,
to you, or?
and then my mom's like, that's not what happened. And then she'll have to just retell the whole story.
Oh my God.
I hate that. Honestly, there's also like another thing, like, I won't call you out, but when we share something, blah blah blah, or I tell you something that happened, and then they're like, oh, tell them about this, and you're like, okay, cool. Then you start telling, and then and then they start.
Oh my
fuck?
God.
I
You
thought I
asked
was-
me to.
I thought I was telling the story.
Why are you jumping on top of me?
That's another one.
And then saying, oh, then I'm jumping to. Okay, now the climax is done. I don't want
Yeah.
to talk anymore. You
Yep.
just told my story.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you're the one that asked me to tell the story.
Oh my gosh.
But like cutting people off too, like at work, I love to be petty towards customers. I'll be like, "Can I finish? If you let me finish, I can explain it to you."
No way you say that to customers.
I've done it before. I think I literally talked about it. Like, I'm trying to figure out how to explain it in a way that's neutral, but
that's why I can't do customer service.
whenever I try and explain, I tried to explain something to someone about, how something we do works, and he didn't want to hear it, and he kept saying like, I just want to do it. I was like, can you let me finish? I was like, can I explain to you what we're doing here? And I'll literally, because it's if they really try it. Like, if they're going to do it one time, whatever, like, I'm not going to be, like, a bitch. But, like, if they're going to keep going, I'm going to be like, if you let me finish, I can explain it to you and you can understand here. Like, I literally have to, like, dumb it down for them. Be like, let's use our listening ears.
No,
Like, let's take it
literally.
back to kindergarten, babe.
Fucking A, like,
Start holding a magic wand. When I'm holding
the talking stick.
when I'm
that
holding the
fucking
talking stick, I'm
bitch.
talking. Because, come on. My
It can-
gosh.
a lot of
people
adults
think,
can
yeah.
use it.
100%.
Holy shit, yeah.
100%.
This one's a little bit like, it can be a little bit dark, but one thing that really irks my fucking nerves is when people touch you unwarranted, like if you don't know them. I'm a very touchy person, so like, it's like there's different nuances to like
Yeah.
the touching, but especially when women touch me.
Ooh.
And this is like part of like why I also don't wear tight fitting clothing around my butt. But like, I'm in a space with a lot of women, and then, oh my god, your butt is so nice, touches it. I don't fucking know you. That is
Whoa.
assault.
Yeah.
You don't do that.
That's
You don't
so
do that.
weird, and it's always drunk people. It's
Yeah.
always drunk people.
Yeah.
They're always like, oh my god, your butt's so nice, touch, grab. Girl, don't do that.
That wasn't an invitation. Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
have something on that. Oh my god, this is so nice touching. Girl, why are you touching it? Like, I don't like that. I really don't like that. And especially if I don't know you. If I know you,
Strangers.
different story. Friends,
Yeah.
I'd be touching everyone's butt. You can touch my, whatever. It's chill. But I do not know you. You're a stranger. It makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Like, why? Like, I just don't understand. Like, what
For
goes
what?
through? Because you're a girl, you think it's okay?
Just to
Yeah.
be touching people.
You definitely don't like it when men do it.
I don't think I've ever touched a stranger
No, because that's
and
crazy.
just start touching that. Like, I don't think I've ever done that.
Literally.
Yeah.
And then goes into like people touching your hair when you don't ask, when you're like, I will never forget when I'm like grown. I'm like, okay, I'm out of school now. Like, no one's just be touching my hair out of nowhere anymore. Or so I thought. And I'm going to go do some house hunting with my friend. And then the property manager or whatever, I'm standing there, I have my 2 puffs, comes up to me and just starts touching and grabbing them. Oh my God, boom. Literally hasn't even said hi to me.
What the fuck?
And I was like, pulled my head
No,
back.
because at that point, that is like, ugh. That's like so dehumanizing.
Like, what the fuck? And because you're a woman, it's cool. Because I don't get men doing that to me. It's women.
No,
It's always
yeah.
women. And it's just like this touch. And you're like, why are you doing that? And
That's
then
so
I call you out
crazy.
on it, and it's a problem.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
weird.
I-
That shit pisses me off.
That, and I think for me too, like, women will do it a lot, but even just like when men do it, for me, it's when they do like these weird, I don't know, like, I always experience it when I'm either like at work or something, and it's almost like, oh, like, excuse me, I need to walk by you, and then hand on the lower back.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, I had one manager a long time ago who would do it all the time, and he would do it when he didn't need to. Like there would be so
Just
much
touching
space,
people,
and he would just do it just to like do it.
I know exactly the type.
Because
Or,
it
like-
can urge, or it can, what do you call it? Border on like just creepy.
Yeah, just weird. Or
Yeah.
I have had a coworker who would just like when he's telling stories, he would just like put his hand on your shoulder, and it's kind of like, why are you
In my
touching me?
space.
That's another thing. I think I literally have it written here, like
Too
people who
close.
don't understand personal space.
Yep, it's on
Because
mine.
let me tell you, I have literally like somebody will approach me, and like if I'm around like a table, let's say, bitch, the way I will go around that table like 3 times, and they will fucking follow me. I'll be around a corner, so it's like, you know, I'm on this side, you're on this side, we have a corner here. No, bitch,
Yeah.
they'll go around. I'm like,
You know,
like
it's
I will
actually-
back up and like keep going, and it's like when they're coming up and I'm greeting someone or whatever, and it's like they're not stopping. Oh, you're here now. No, I take a step back, just to be like, back up. Yep. So this is where we're gonna be. Because what the fuck?
I literally had a customer today. He was like, seemed like a young kid, maybe like 16, but like you're 16, like you
Doesn't
should
matter.
know.
Like,
And he asked me like, oh, do you have a size in this? And I have like my thing. And I guess he wanted to see, and he's like, 7?
Oh,
Size 7?
bitch.
Do you have 7?
Okay, well, careful with the
y'all
mics
that are-
there, but
I know, and
For y'all that
I
are not watching, like
No.
literally in.
that's what bothers me
face.
too. When it's like, this isn't for you. What I'm
Like,
looking
why
at here
are-
is not for you.
why
None
are
of your
you-
business.
you don't
first
even
of
know
all.
what I'm
I'll
looking
tell
at.
you what I
He's
see.
like, oh yeah, let's look at it together.
Like,
He said 7, size 7, and so I backed, and then he came again.
what the hell?
So I noticed
it's
one
giving like,
thing-
do you want to put on a uniform and get back there?
like one thing I started doing, especially when COVID happened, is people still didn't know personal space.
Oh,
which
no.
is crazy.
and they still don't know.
Yeah.
And so if I was talking to a customer, they're getting closer, I would put my foot. I would stick my foot out, and then I would lean back. So like, what are you gonna do? Step over my foot? And I had to start doing that. And I remember. One of my coworkers saw, and they were like, "Did you just put your foot like in between you and that customer?" And I'm like, "You have to,
Yeah.
because some of them they do not.
They
get the
do not
hint.
clue in.
Yeah.
No.
Like this is when we were wearing masks, and some people still do it, but it's like you're still so close to me for
Yeah.
what?
I cannot.
I watched this little like short, it was like TikTok I think or something, and this girl was like, I had to record like how my brother always follows me everywhere in the kitchen because he didn't believe it, and it was just like a video that she put on the side, and then anytime they're talking, he's like following
my
her,
God.
following. She went up and out, and then following, then like literally like face to face, damn near,
Yeah.
like close, and like it was just like a sped up video, and everywhere she moved, he was following her. Like
It's
bing,
even
bing, bing,
worse
bing, bing.
when there's a group. When it's a group of people, even fucking worse. Because now I have a fucking crowd coming out to me. What the fuck? Why are you here with your whole family?
Yeah.
Why are you here with every one of your friends? And now you're all coming. I'm like,
Honestly,
like it's overwhelming. It's like I need to deal with one person who has the issue here, not have 5 people talking to me for the person, and like have all of you right here in front of me.
I could go on a whole rant about retail and
Customer
sales
service
and-
stuff, yeah, no.
in
Yeah,
itself,
I do
but
not.
we won't do that. You have another one?
My number 1 here, because that one was because of what happened, but I think my number 1 is pick me bitches. That's the one for me. Pick me bitches.
Have you run into a lot of them? Or have
Yes.
you, like, okay.
Yes.
How unfortunate.
Yes. I work with some. I've been, around some in other places and other times, but it's just people. I have it written here. Part of this too is like, there's many layers to pick me bitches. There's, obviously just like a standard, like, attention seeking and like, but then acting like, no, I don't want it, da da da. But it's like, you're fucking soaking this shit up. But just own it. Like, that's the thing for me is like, the ones who aren't like owning up to it. But then there's like other ones too of like people who involve themselves in other people's business and like do the most but act like they hate doing it. And it's like I have particular work experiences where like people will do something that has nothing to do with their job that they maybe had done something in another time or whatever. And it's like, oh, like, I don't want to do this, da da da. It's like, well, you're doing it. You're choosing to do it. You have every right to not do it. You have every choice to not do it. But here you are doing it because you love doing it. You want to do it. You want to be that person. So just act like it. Don't give me this, like, it's not my responsibility, da 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 da. It's like, well, you're talking about it, though. Like, you're all, like, stop talking about it then. If you're not about it, don't be about it.
But they want you to know
That is
they're
annoying.
doing it.
Yes. And then just, like, you know, watching pick me bitches talk to, you know, customers sometimes, it's like just the way it's like they'll bring up, you know, there's someone who will bring up like certain analogies and it's always around like cars or whatever. And it's like they drive a Tesla, which is like the fucking Honda Civic nowadays. Like it's not a fucking flex anymore. Like shut the fuck up. But it's just like they're like waiting for you to ask them, like, what car do you drive? They're like, I don't want to tell you. It's like, fuck off. Like, literally just fuck off. Like, ugh. It's like, and what's worse for that, too, is the people who egg them on and, like, give them, like, that, like, attention and validation. I'm like, you're not helping the situation.
Yeah.
That's the thing for me, like, I learned, especially in high school, is, like, I don't fucking give energy to those people because it's, like, I'm not gonna encourage that. And, like, for their own good, too. It's, like, you should not be doing that. And that's not something I'm gonna give energy to. It's fucking annoying.
See, like, for me, in that, like, when I see pick-me's in my line of work, it's more like it comes off as, like, opportunist. Like, it comes off as, like, okay, you're trying to ride his dick so hard so you can just, like, possibly meet someone. Or you can possibly go out to dinner and get a free drinks. Like, you know, or you can see, like, it's just...
There's something to gain, yeah.
Yeah, and then to the point where they, like, yeah, they, what's the word for when you, like, allow someone... when you're like condoning it, I don't know if I would say. Like you're just like, yeah. Anyways, it's just this person's like now got it to their head that whoever that you're the dick that you're trying to suck, and they're like, oh, big head, and then you're not like calling them out, you're not doing anything, you're not being a friend, you're just being like a groupie.
Yeah.
So it's groupies. Like it's a very different world, but like pick-me's are groupies in my world.
Fully.
And there's a lot of them.
Yes.
You know what I just thought of when you said groupies?
Groupie-os?
Groupie-os! 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 Groupie-os, man. I'll never forget that video. What else do I have on this list? I'm not going to go through all of them. When people ask obvious questions. My God.
That's just going to bring me right back to work stuff, honestly.
When
I can't. I fucking can't.
And I find... So, at least for me, sometimes if someone can sense that they're annoying me or that I'm angry with them, they'll just start asking me stupid, obvious questions, and that's like their way of like making sure, like, okay, she's mad at me, like based off of my answer. Does that make sense?
I hate that. I hate
like,
that. I know what you're talking about.
Let's say I'm upset about, I don't know, they did something stupid, and then they'll be like, "Oh, so did you braid your hair?" And I'm obviously, and like based on how I respond to that is how they're gonna know, okay, is she really mad, or like you know, it's fine. I hate that.
Yep.
And like I know they teach you like no questions are stupid. No, they're stupid questions.
No,
yes,
fully.
They're stupid questions.
Fully. For me, it's about like it goes back to them just being dumb. Like especially like when something is right in front of you on an instruction on what to do. What do I do now? Well, it says fucking continue. And it's going to tell you what to do next. Let's read the fucking screen. Why are you waiting for me to tell you what it says on the screen? Do you need me to read for you? Like,
that's like obviously like would piss someone off. For me, it'll be even less than that, and it will tick me off.
Oh yeah.
Like I can be like, listen, to you, it's not something that would piss you off, but to me, I'm like, why the fuck would you ask me something fucking stupid? It actually like makes my blood boil. You know, like when you see people, there's some people that you don't have a reason to hate, but you just look at them, you're like, oh, fucking.
Yep.
Like you already are pissing me off.
And it's one of those. So like, you can be like, oh, I don't know, something. Maybe what's in the fridge? Oh, there's this and that. Like, hey, where's this? The fact that you even asked me that before you even looked, it's enough. But like normally you can just be like, oh, it's here. Yeah. But because I know you didn't even fucking look, now you pissed me off. And then and then I can't hide that it irks my nerves. So I'll be like, where do you think? Or I'll be like, I don't know, look. Like I just will literally be like, look.
That's what I'll do too. It's like I'll guide them to like, you know, let's figure it out or whatever. Or the fucking worst, how much is this with tax? Don't. I don't want to blast the fucking microphone. No, don't fucking ask me to do fucking math for you, dumb fucking bitch. Open your fucking calculator that's on your fucking phone that you have in front of you. Type in the damn number and let me teach you something. Times 1.12, motherfucker. For the rest of your life, you're good.
People will ask that?
Oh
like,
my
I'm not
gosh.
just like you.
Every
obviously-
fucking
will
time.
yourself.
I don't
easily-
know. I don't know the price
Literally.
with taxes. I'm not the fucking government. I don't have
I
a
will
fucking
just
calculator.
be like, yeah, if you go to the cashiers, they'll let you know.
Literally. Okay. Wow.
Oh my gosh, that is such a common question. That shit pisses
when I
me
worked
off.
at, they would ask, you know that store. You know how it's laid out at that place. There's the massive fucking checkout.
Yes. Yes.
Where do I check out?
Ooh, child.
Like I have to tell you to look.
Yeah.
to hey, bring your gaze over here.
Oh.
See that?
Yeah.
Check out. Humanity is fucking lost. That's all I
You know
gotta say.
What else gets me? Actually, I'm scared to say this because
Think about how to, yeah.
people I know will watch
Let's keep
and
it
they'll
cute.
internalize it. So never mind.
Let's keep it cute.
Yeah,
We'll keep it cute.
just kidding. On to the next.
This is another thing I guess that pisses me off. I was like, my parents will be like, it's unhealthy to have it this way, and you should just not have it on at all. I'm like, dude, look up on Google. What's the ideal temperature to go to bed? It's like 18 degrees because your body is good when the air is cold. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Tell them.
I will. They probably watch this.
So, next thing that irks my nerves is coworkers or people that don't shut the fuck up and have no social cues to get the hint.
Oh my
and this is
gosh.
specifically in the break room. My break room is a little bit different, but you guys will
Still.
understand it's still a break room.
Absolutely.
My break room is like when you're done your work, you go to the break room. Then, and that happens very often. So you're like always in the break room. Like that's the one place
a
where
common
people just
area.
kind of like can go reset. So sometimes there's days where it's just me there. Sometimes there's days where everyone and their mother is there. But what is that? It's a communal space. So what do we have to have? Respect. If I have my headphones on and I can still fucking hear you, that's a problem. If I'm trying to read something and you're doing this and singing and play little fucking videos loud as fuck, your phone, you're talking on the phone on speaker, step out of the fucking room. Step out of the fucking room.
Side note,
Fucking room.
people who are on the
Pisses me
phone,
off.
yeah, people who are on the
my
phone a lot
God.
too. I'm like, who are you talking to? Like, why can't you talk to somebody here? Are you lonely or something? Like, why are you always talking to somebody on the phone?
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
No, there's always
I
people.
hate.
When there's certain people who are always on the phone talking, I'm like, you're just pissing me off. Like, who are you talking to all the time? Like,
You would literally have something with all international, freaking like what are we called? Immigrants,
Yeah.
people like that. Because
Yeah.
one thing about people, they love WhatsApp.
Oh my
video
God.
chat, video chat in
Always.
public, always on,
Always.
AirPods in, always conversations going,
Listen.
fucking hours and hours of minutes running. I'm like, okay, go off. sis.
Literally, I'll be in the Uber. Do you mind if I talk to my friend on the phone? Sometimes they'll ask. You're like,
That's good.
well, what am I gonna say?
They
No.
ask?
Love that.
Sometimes.
No, and
Wow.
most of
But
the time,
other times
it's
it's
just
just like,
I
yeah.
never had no one ask.
And then
Yeah.
it's just like, yeah. On whatever language you're speaking, obviously
Yeah.
you don't understand, but it's like one word answers.
Yeah.
And then you can kind of hear whoever,
Mm-hmm.
and then driving, quiet. You're like, oh, I guess they're off the phone. Then they start talking
no,
again.
yeah.
I saw this one TikTok and this girl was in the backseat of a car and she was a black girl, but she was obviously Afro-Latina and it wasn't very obvious, I guess. And this Uber driver was
Oh,
speaking
no.
Spanish and he was basically talking on the phone with his wife and he had like a screen so you could see who he's on the phone with. It says like wifey with hearts, whatever. Talking to her in Spanish, hangs up. Another girl calls. And he's talking about like, oh yeah,
And
like
her name was something different.
It was something
remember
else,
It was like
yeah.
but it was still had like some hearts or something.
yeah, it was
around
still like a flirty kind of name.
Yeah.
And he's like talking about like, oh yeah, my wife was calling and she's annoying me, blah blah blah.
my
When I
God.
see you later, I'm gonna bend you over the
was
bed. And
talking
he was
crazy.
going in.
And he was like talking about how big his appendage is
and
and all this stuff.
and then she gets out of the Uber and then she says like thank
Are
you.
you
or whatever.
Dominican?
Yeah, and then she's like thank you or whatever, but she says it in Spanish and he's like,
Yeah.
And
I
then what
wish.
gets me was her saying, "Are you Dominican?"
That's the
because
thing.
Dominican men are like that.
Yep.
I
And that's
wish I
what they
could
say
speak like
the
all these
time.
languages. I want to just like.
be so good just to know. My thing is I wouldn't say anything and then if they ask me a question in like English I would respond in the language that
Yes.
they're talking to and then they're like,
Yes. Or I would say something of like, like let's say they're like asking a question or whatever, like in that language, I would like respond to it. Even if it's in English.
Yeah.
I think it'd be better if it was in English.
Yeah.
Because like I understand what you're saying. I'm gonna say it in English back to you.
Oh, got you.
yeah.
But what you were saying about what do you call it? Like the break room and everything, or whatever, and like, you know, social cues and everything. That is fully it. Like, it doesn't matter what the room looks like. If you don't know how to fucking read the room, oof, hate that.
I'm like,
fucking hate that.
Another one that's like on the same realm as what you were saying is, if I have both of my AirPods in and I'm eating my food, why are you talking to me? Why are you asking me questions?
The worst is like
And then
you'll talk without even being like if it's something important or whatever, you'll get their attention first.
Yeah.
When you come up and just talk. And
you
I'm like,
just start talking.
oh, you're
And then
talking
I'm
to me
taking it
like
out, I answer you, and then it'll go quiet for a minute, and then I put my AirPods in, and now you want to start talking again.
right when you press play again. So da, 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 ugh.
What
I
the
hate
hell
that.
is wrong?
Yeah.
And now my whole break, I listened to you yap
No.
about some stupid shit. I wanted
Yeah.
to
I'm off
sit,
the clock.
I wanted to watch Gossip Girl. I
Literally.
wanted to watch Gossip Girl, and you're talking. My break is for me to relax.
Like, you're
I already
setting the
talk
cue.
to customers
The cues are
all
there.
day. I don't want to talk to you.
No, now I'm like slowly getting to the point where I'm like, I need to stop giving a fuck. I'm just
Literally.
gonna start being like, I don't want to. Can you be quiet?
Yeah.
Or
You have
something
to at a
like
certain
that.
point.
And call me bitch, but you know what? At least I can have my little break.
Seriously.
She's
Because
that
it's
bitch.
just like there's no, and I hate when other people also like don't call it out.
Yes.
So they'll be like,
You're
they
just
also
enabling
think
it.
the same thing, and they're enabling
Same
it.
thing with
Exactly.
pick-me bitches, yeah.
And it's like, oh, what? I'm like, I know you guys are all annoyed because we'll talk about it afterwards, or you'll say something.
but you didn't do anything, so you have no right to complain.
So then I'm like,
Exactly.
huh?
Yeah.
Because here I am thinking you guys are like all about it, or with the chattings.
But then behind
And
the scenes, it's a
being-
Later
different
on,
story.
it's like, oh my god, that person wouldn't shut up.
And I'm like,
okay,
so
You didn't
why
stop
didn't you
them.
ignore? Literally ignore.
Oh
fully.
my gosh, that shit pisses me
Yeah.
off. Pisses me off.
Yeah. I have ones that I really want to get to, but these
Do
can be
you?
like
Okay,
kind of
go.
quick
You can
fire
go.
ones.
Go.
Okay. Cash. Hate cash. Hate dealing with it. Don't care about it.
Mm-hmm.
Hate it. I want card, tap, done. Never carry cash on me, whatever. Children.
Wow.
Fuck them kids. I can't. If you have children, I'm so sorry. I can't. And mostly it has to do with the parents at the end of the day. When they're out of control, screaming and everything, I'm like, fuck them fucking kids, man. Like, control your fucking kids, first of all. But, like, kids in general are just...
That's a hate for you? Like, you hate? This is
It's things
you
that pisses me off. They
Okay,
piss me off.
yeah,
Kids
yeah.
piss me off.
Fair enough, fair enough.
When they're screaming, climbing on shit.
Yes.
Like,
when people don't
fuck are
control
you
their
doing?
kids, it's...
that's the
It
thing,
is
too.
annoying.
Like, screaming and then just, like, enabling it. Again, it goes back to,
Yeah.
like, just these enablers of, like, you know, oh, it's fine, da-da-da. And, like, no, it's not fucking fine.
Yeah.
Your kid is running around
That's
like a fucking
what gets
maniac.
me, is like when you see kids that are actual little shits, like you're a little asshole,
And their
then
parents
the
like,
mom's oh, honey, please don't do this. Here's ice cream, so then they cannot be an asshole.
It's just a distraction,
And then here's
yeah.
a little iPad, and it's like, okay, now that's the problem because I'm blackity black, so it was different for me. I was never like that, but
No.
you know, one thing about me, if I'm gonna have a little tantrum, she's gonna be like, have your little fucking tantrum, and then I'll beat you in front of you.
Wait. Oh, for me, it was wait till we get in private.
Oh, my
Yup.
mom would say, she would say, I'll hit you in front of everyone. And then she would be like, wait until we get home. But I was never a badass kid. It was little Lance, my little brother. He would get.
I know Lance was getting...
Oh, he was a menace. That kid got beat the fuck up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
you have
Okay,
anything
what else do we
else?
have? Well, the next one is, people cannot control their children. Clickbait YouTube titles. I'm so fucking done with them. I, as a marketing person, I get it. You need the clicks or whatever. I cannot fucking stand. You'll never believe. This has never happened before. Shut the fuck up. Yes, it has. And I can't believe what you're about to. It's just, oh my fucking
Did you
god.
guys ever see that lady who she's like a family vlogger or something, and she's making a video and she accidentally left the part where she's making her
The thumbnail
in
with the car, right?
her son's crying, and
Yes.
she's like, go like this,
Yes.
and then he's actually crying, like he's
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
Because she
upset.
told him something. She
And
lied
then
about something. Yes.
She's actually
Fuck
crying,
that bitch.
and she's like, no, like do it like this, like make it look like you're
Like,
crying. And he's
pose,
like,
yeah.
I actually am crying, and she's
Fuck
like, no,
you.
do it again.
And she's like,
And she left it in there.
Yeah,
serves her right.
Yeah,
honestly.
Fuck
honestly
her.
good, because then people could see like
Yep.
that these little
Exactly.
YouTube family, these things that these people
YouTube
do.
families.
I can't.
Honestly,
Ick.
throw that on there. YouTube families are another thing that
Yep.
pisses
Yeah.
me off. I
Yep.
hate YouTube
Fuck 'em
Big
all.
time. And
Yeah.
it's an
YouTube
ick.
families, and now even like those parents who like, I understand posting your kids online, it's fine, but their whole TikTok is just like dedicated to them posting their kids and almost like exploiting their kids.
It's exploitative, yeah.
There's this one
Those kids
lady
didn't sign up for that.
who's getting called out right now because she will post her daughter doing things which seem like harmless, but there is so many saves on the TikToks. Like there was one where she was eating, you know, like, do you remember that trend where it was the frozen honey?
No.
People would like freeze honey in a bottle and they'd like squeeze it out and they would like, it's all like chewy and kind of, it
Like
was
crystallized.
it was a thing. She recorded her daughter, like little girl, like maybe 5, 6, eating it, and she's just eating it. But there's
the people
sickos
are
in the world,
yeah.
and the amount of saves
Like
that
you're just
it has,
enabling that, yeah.
like, you know, dressing her in outfits that it's like, she's like running around, like doing flips, and she's wearing little skirts and stuff like
kid.
that. And there's so many saves, and then the mom is acting like she doesn't know, like. What are you talking about? Like, she's just a little girl. She's just playing.
Yeah.
But you, like, come on. You know there's sickos in the world.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That, I don't like it when people post their kids like that
No.
either. That's another thing that pisses me off.
Yeah, that's an ick. Big time.
100%. That's gross. But
School zones. Fuck them kids again. It goes back to fuck them kids.
What? I have a Snapchat of you when you first got your license, and we're in the car with someone who shall not be named. Yes, fuck her. And we're like yelling at you because you were actually driving like 30, and you're like, it's the law.
I know.
So it's funny
when
to
when you have like your N and everything, it's like
it's different.
Girl. For public reasons, I follow the speed limit. I always go 30.
Yeah.
If there are not children, if I don't see children frolicking and playing, I'm going fucking 50 at least. If I don't see children in that fucking park, I'm going 50. Because why the fuck am I gonna go 30?
This is exactly what I was talking about.
Why the fuck am I gonna go 30 if I don't see anyone? And I don't want to hear this. Well, they could jump out. No, bitch. They don't just jump out of fucking nowhere.
Actually,
Well,
I saw
And if
a
they
video.
did, they deserved it.
No! I literally saw a video of this man driving, and he had his dash cam footage like rolling. He wasn't going fast. He wasn't going fast, and this little girl literally appeared out of thin air and like
That's
was
her problem.
running, and he hit her. And the dad was like, "You are going so fast!" And luckily he had his dash cam footage to be like, "No, I wasn't," and it saved him. So they do just be appearing out of nowhere.
Well, they shouldn't.
He said they deserved it.
like,
That's crazy.
whoa.
Hide your kids from Matthew if he's
Fuck
on the
them
streets.
kids.
Because Matthew was not for that.
Listen, my car will stop. It's fine.
It like I get fuck them kids like it is, but that's a different level.
No, it's just like on a lighter side of it. It's like really like I can't do it 30. I'm like and
It is
okay,
very
honestly,
slow.
It
for
is.
me, the real thing is Burnaby. Fuck your fucking rules about school
10
zones.
No, they're
actually
7
insane.
a.m.
They're
to
insane.
10 p.m.
They're
What
insane.
fucking kids are going to be up at fucking 10 p.m.? No time throughout the year is there daylight at 10 p.m., let alone for half the fucking year when sun sets at 3 p.m. Are there going to be fucking kids
No,
out
it's
for another
literally
7 fucking
ridiculous.
hours?
The Burnaby
Fuck
ones
that.
are
Yeah.
insane.
No, bitch.
Every
If it's
single time it
past
seems like they're
5,
getting, like later and I'm like later and later. I'm like, when did it get
yeah.
10?
If I don't see
what
kids
time
and
is
it's past, it's
everywhere
8
else
to
is-
5. 8 to
As
5,
it
not 7
should
to
be.
fucking 10. If
Yeah.
it's
10
past
o'clock
5
is crazy.
and I definitely don't see kids, I'm going fucking 50. I don't give a fuck.
That's, I don't
Because
think.
officer's going to pull me over. I'm going to be like, fuck.
What is that one girl? I don't give a fuck. The fuck the other fuck. The fuck the other
Yes,
fuck.
yes. If that fuck the other fucking, yeah.
I'm still not gonna give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 10
Any more?
p.m. is wild.
One more. This is personal to me. As a white person with rosacea, when I get flustered or hot in my face, when motherfuckers, oh my god, your face is so red.
That must really suck.
Like, cause what does that mean? What is that doing? Like, oh,
Now
yeah,
what?
yeah. No, literally, it's Azalea Banks. I do. Well, what now? Because
And
what the fuck are you saying that for?
Like what's gonna happen?
Like
like the equivalent of like our moms when they're like, "Oh, you have such a big pimple over there. Your face." Da, da, da.
It's like, what are you doing
oh,
with
your
that?
Face, why is
As
it
a
breaking
matter
out
of
so
fact,
much?
let's
Da, da,
add
da.
that. Let's add that to
No,
the list.
shut up, mom.
Let's add that to the list. We
don't wanna hear from you.
I know y'all are both probably watching.
Yeah.
You guys are definitely watching.
Yeah.
If I have a pimple right here and you come up to me, is it that time of the month? I have eyes. I
Yeah.
look in the mirror more than I probably should. If you can see it, I
Best
saw it.
believe it's on my
I
face.
saw it.
I
Why
feel
are
it.
you telling me?
Wow.
Why are you telling me? Is it yeah, I think you're breaking out a little bit.
Really? Is the sky fucking blue?
Oh my god,
In other
that
news,
makes me
yeah.
so mad. That might be at the top of my list.
No, because, like, I hate when she... don't do that, mother. Don't do that, mother.
Pisses me off.
Yeah. But it's just
Pisses
it
me
doesn't
off.
help, and it makes it worse because it's like now
Yes.
there's attention on it. It's like,
But
what the
I
fuck
will
are you
say,
doing with that?
when my face is clear, she's like, wow, your face looks so good. Like,
but that's
Yes,
where it's
she will
okay.
hype me
So I'm
up
like,
on that.
okay, nice.
That's
Yeah.
where you speak up.
so how about you just keep it cute?
Right?
That's why I'm like, thank God I don't live with her anymore because
Another
we'd be
one?
tussling.
Another one my mom does is, yeah, I cute but less makeup.
She does that?
Hmm.
My mom
And
knows to
I
mind her
will not
business.
even be wearing that. Like, it's so crazy because
Nah,
like, I will
that's-
not even be wearing that much makeup.
Yeah.
And she's like, cute, but you could have went a little bit easier on the.
No, I cannot. I can do whatever I want.
Like, I'm going out.
Like,
Why would I
why-
want to look like how I look
it's
every day?
about like the gauge of like your place is to like compliment on these things, not to dial back on these things. You know,
Yeah.
like complimenting when your skin is clear, not calling it out when it's not.
Like,
you know?
come on.
Yeah, whereas like when I do my makeup, I was like, oh, you always do makeup so good. And then her is like, can you do it for me? I'm like, oh, girl, I'm not a makeup
Yeah,
artist.
and then when they want you to do it for them, keep
See,
where
she-
did
Then
that
it's all
she's-
about the
she's never,
critiques.
yeah. My mom's never said anything about. She might have some things about what I wear, but even what I wear, she's like, you know, I don't get it, but yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Like
At least
that's
she's
all.
like, yeah.
she's like, she gets. She's like, kids, I don't know why you like this now, da da da. But like, she's not when it comes to like a physical appearance, like in that aspect and like how I like look and the artistry I do to myself. She's like, she steps back. But then also because she let me do that, I looked crazy in some photos when I was in my preteen ages.
It's all a part of the
and she'd always say
process.
things. She's like,
Exactly.
"Why are you wearing red sweatpants, purple top, and fucking?"
It's like you don't
Converse
fucking get it,
lace
mom.
up-
You don't
lace up
fucking get it because I'm
Converse.
eating, and then you look back and it's like
You're
You're
like,
like, what the
I was
hell?
not eating, but it's fine.
No,
What
but
was
you know
I
what? Shout out to
thinking?
her because everyone should let their kids go through that because they
Absolutely.
need to figure it out.
Absolutely.
Like, I should not have been dressed at the age of like 13, anyways. Like, let me figure that out.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. My mom will do that time to time. I like. With that being said, she is good at hyping me up when
Oh,
she needs
100%.
to. 100%. Same with the outfit. She'll kind of be like, not my style, but you
But
know,
it's like, yeah.
you know, you do
Yeah.
you. But one thing my mom loves is, oh, so this is coming back. Yeah, I used to wear that all the
Oh,
time.
no.
You guys don't understand is that, you know, all these things that you guys are doing, we created it. We used to do. Okay.
That's like
Okay.
Like,
that.
we know.
And your dad loves, both of your mom and dad love to be like, you know, this music's not good anymore.
The music.
I actually like it irks my nerves when people do that because I'm like,
They've
oh
done
my
that for
God,
generations,
like, I
girl.
get
Every
it.
generation.
And you know
I
what's
get
so
it.
crazy? When you guys were our age and you were listening to your rap, I bet
Your
parents were
parents?
like, what's up with this music?"
Literally. Oh, okay. This one is personal to me, and I didn't even think of it. But what I personally don't like is I'm plant based. I eat fish and eggs, but like I don't like when I'm eating something and like let's say tofu or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, do you know what's in that? You shouldn't eat too many of those Beyond or Impossible burgers. You don't know what's in it. Do you know what the fuck is in your meat? Do you know what the fuck is in your milk?"
Hormones,
Oh,
bitch.
don't even talk about
chemicals,
milk. I'm gonna
bitch.
gag.
Like if you've seen the
You think it's straight out of the cow's titty?
where you're getting
Think
your
again.
meat, it's all like mass produced. Fish, all of that mass produced. Like
Yeah.
it's very hard. If you're going to Walmart and Safeway and Superstore and all these other places, it's mass produced meat on the farms where the cows, even chicken eggs. I found out recently, chicken eggs free range. There's like limits
No,
on
girl.
like the free range.
People
Yeah.
think free range is so good for you. I think the best one that you can get is like pasture raised.
That's
what I
and
heard.
that
Exactly.
you have to go like to a special
You
store.
can't
They
find
don't
it
just
just
have that at a
anywhere.
grocery store.
So, excuse me. It's like I just don't like that, and like I'm not a person that's gonna push everything on you. Like I still think everyone should eat more plant based. There's no reason that you should be eating 2 meats a day every fucking day,
Yeah.
1 meat a day every single day. Like you can have 2 days or something, or at least even a weekend where you're having a plant.
You can get your nutrients from
like,
it,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? Like in the world that we're going, like come on. But I'm not pushing that on people.
Mm-hmm.
Do whatever the hell you want. But then I'm eating what I want. Why are you now
Yeah.
talking about what I'm eating? Do you know what's in that? Be careful. Da-da-da. Oh, it's so boring. I tried to do
I
it.
couldn't.
I could never.
I could never,
I
yup.
didn't
It's
fucking
always-
ask
it's
you.
always
I don't give
that.
a fuck. I
Yeah.
don't give a fuck. Like, why are you? I literally hate that. Like,
Do you ever get like because you know, you say you're plant-based, but you'll have like fish or whatever. Do you ever get like when you're eating something that is like outside of that, like more towards like maybe it's fish or whatever, and people being like, that's not plant-based or whatever, like calling you out for that? Because I've heard that before too. Okay,
people know better, at least the ones
because that's
around
fucking
me.
annoying. It's like, that's not shut the fuck up.
Yeah, no.
Mind your fucking business.
Like,
I'll eat what the fuck I want.
Exactly.
that
I can
was
say I want to be
really
plant-based and
bad.
then eat something else. Like,
Yeah, I don't. That's why I just be like, I'm plant based. I'm not saying I'm vegan. I'm not saying any of that shit because I don't want people. And even then, it's like, okay. And then let's say I decide to start eating meat. Don't then be like, oh, I thought you were vegan. Like people. Stop
couldn't give
doing
it up,
things-
eh? Like,
Yeah,
shut the
it's
fuck
like, there's
up.
so many different reasons why people start eating things again, like health issues, whatever. And even then, it's like, why are you now? Like that's how people have eating disorders. Thank God I'm okay and mentally I don't have bad associations with food.
That is
But that's
fully how it
people, like,
starts.
you know, like
Absolutely.
you can't just say things like that. To
Shame,
people.
yeah.
It's really, really shitty, and things like that I just don't like. Like that pisses
Overall,
me off.
it's just people who can't mind their fucking business. Honestly, it comes down to
Literally.
that.
At the end of the day, everything is not good for you.
literally.
We're all gonna
So
fucking
I'm gonna
die.
eat this. You're gonna eat that. Let
Mind
it
your
be.
fucking business.
Every day something is not good for you.
Literally.
Yeah.
Every day. So
There's always
everyone
something
needs to
new.
just mind their fucking
And
business.
so I'm like, let's not do this. Like, what the worst thing you can do is like freaking pocket watch or watch how people eat.
Yeah.
Let's not do that,
Yeah.
guys. Weird.
very, very, very.
But yeah, that's all for me and things that piss me off.
I think that's a good kind of wrap up there. That
100%. That it felt good to get that out there.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I
And
feel my heart
honestly,
rate beating.
Mm-hmm.
I hope some people watch this, and if you may or may not have done that in the past,
Take some notes.
just think about it the next time you're about to do it.
Overanalyze your entire life.
Yeah.
And see, have you done anything?
look
these things?
inward.
Yeah,
And if you did, fucking stop.
Yeah,
please.
politely,
We're
but
begging.
also
We're not begging, actually. Sorry.
No,
we're
we're
not
telling
begging.
you.
Just stop, please. Yeah.
And with that being said,
I just realized we didn't even say welcome or anything.
I just realized that too.
because we came in hot. We
Yeah.
knew what we was going to
Yeah.
talk about
Listen,
today.
you know
no
what it is.
stopping.
You know what you're here for.
Yeah. I'm Kelcey.
I'm Aiesha.
And I'm Matthew.
And that is the end of this episode of Talking to Talk.
So be sure to tune in for our next upcoming episodes, and you can find us at
Talking to Talk Pod.
on
Instagram. I'm not going to get this wrong this time. Instagram. TikTok. YouTube. That's it.
period. Why was I waiting for you to say Snapchat?
Girl, because
There is no Snapchat.
I told myself, do not
Snapchat
say
and Twitter.
Snapchat,
I was
bitch.
like, you didn't say
well,
Snapchat and Twitter.
Spotify and Apple Podcasts as well.
Yes.
Yes.
So we will see you in the next episode.
Bye, guys.